what you're trying to do is you're trying to grapple with something that you need to make sense. It needs to make sense to you. And there are things out of your control, and that's feels scary. And, you know, ideally, we want to be in a centered place where we're not afraid of what's out of our control, but that we actually know whatever comes our way will have the resources, internal resources, to face it, get the help we need, and solve the problem. But what you're doing in what about this and what about that is you're keeping the anxiety activated because you can't know any of these. But what we have to find out, and this is what gets discovered in the process, is why are you scared about these things? In the sense of whatever fear you have is attaching to these things that are out of your control. What we don't know is, why is that? And it's often about fear itself and anxiety itself, not what it attaches to. And so when we identify all of our fears and we put them to the sidelines and then turn our focus into, what inside of us needs our attention, um, you develop a new relationship to those fears, or you think about them differently. And I will say that you could have had a wonderful childhood. It isn't that it's a myth that if you had a traumatic childhood, then you won't know what you want around this issue. That's a myth, because even people who grow up with wonderful childhoods with parents who were present, at least enough, where your needs were met, where there was privilege and opportunity. It doesn't mean that all of your emotional and psychological needs were met. And it might be that there is one little area that you're not even aware of, that didn't get met because everything else is pretty good. And so you don't notice it. And so this process helps bring forward the little pieces of information that you're not aware that are there.